I didn't realize there were that many people living out here at the turn of the 20th century.
Did you say 2,000?
That's what the sign said. It said 2,000 people, and it was just a giant tent city. Everyone lived in canvas tents.
And I've lived in towns smaller than that.
Yeah, right? That's a pretty big population for out here. There's some old foundations up here. So I think we're on the right path. None of these things are marked sign-wise, name-wise. So we're just kind of referencing topos and pictures that we've pulled off. Check that out. Whew. There's some pretty cool glyphs. Check that out. Here, welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Thanks for driving again, Jen.
You're welcome.
We are on another episode of Desolate Nevada. Where are we today?
Gold Butte.
Gold Butte, Nevada. So this is, if you're coming out of Las Vegas, maybe an hour and a half, maybe less to get out here. This is a really interesting area, and I've actually done quite a few videos out here. I've actually got a playlist, so have a look at those. They're older, but there's just so much to do out here. Bagging mountains, exploring the desert, checking out all the rock art. There was lots of mining in the area. There's a history, a very rich history out here that, you know, dates back a millennia. So today we're gonna check out a few places. The first place we're going to is going to be around the Gold Butte Townsite, and we're going to go have a look at what's known as the Spanish Arrastra. And it's like a, some say it was built by the Spanish in the 18th century for mining operations, or it could have come a little bit later. But anyway, it's just like a big round, how would you describe it? Trough.
Yeah.
A big round rock trough where they ground the ore up. It looks really cool, and we're gonna go see if we can find it. After that, we're gonna probably stop real quick at an area called, I think it's Devil's Throat, and then we're gonna come back up and check out a site that has some really cool ancient rock art on it. So this just is the kind of tip of the iceberg of this area, and there's just lots to explore out here. Right now we're in mid-November, and we just had a weather system move through, so it's pretty cold today. The high is supposed to be what? 50 maybe, so that's actually good. That means we're not going to run into any rattlesnakes, and we're not going to, you know, have to deal with high temperatures. We don't come out here in the summertime. This is mainly a wintertime thing, so that's why we're going to take advantage of it this time of year and for this episode that way. So join us, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. We're about 25 miles away from the Gold Butte Townsite, so we still got a little riding to do, and we can't go too fast. But we're in Jen's RAV4. Now, she has modified this vehicle a little bit. What have you done to the vehicle?
Oh, I put about a 2.5-inch lift on it and some good all-terrain tires.
Okay, so when you come out here, I highly recommend that you bring an extra full-size tire, maybe two, and all the equipment needed to change a tire, because getting a flat out here can happen, and getting a tow out here is extremely expensive. So these are a couple things to consider before traveling out here. Also, all the necessary items to survive: extra water, clothing, all those things. I'm not going to list them out, but you know what I'm talking about. We are on the dirt now. Gonna take it easy, eh, Jen?
No flat tires today.
Yeah, we got miles to go on this. You know what? Actually, first, let's go have a look at the Devil's Throat.
Let's do it.
So we're getting off the Gold Butte, main Gold Butte road here, and taking this. I don't think we have a problem getting out there. This road looks okay. How about you, Jen?
Yeah, so far so good.
Right on. So the Devil's Throat is this, well, I think it's a sinkhole, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a really big sinkhole out here in the desert. And what we're gonna do is, they have it gated off, so you can't like walk up to the edge or anything. Now for good reason, but I think we can get a drone flight over it. All right, they do have this fenced off, but here's a big sinkhole known as the Devil's Throat. And there's a breeze, but I'm gonna send the drone up and do a flight over it. So pretty interesting. Well, Devil's Throat, not too deep, huh?
No, not really.
Deep enough to get you in trouble if you fell in, though.
Yeah, it could get deeper too, you know?
Yeah.
It's a sinkhole.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
No, it's there. That's about all we know. All right, back on the main drag. So from this point, to get to the Gold Butte Townsite, it's only 13 miles. So road hasn't really been that big of a deal. So it shouldn't take us too much longer to get there. Okay, we are now at the Gold Butte Townsite. Finding the Arrastra is going to be a different story.
Yeah.
So there's some signage out here. And the Arrastra is somewhere in all this. We've read the signage here and it's actually really quite interesting. There was a big tent city out here, 2,000 residents mining for gold. So that's how you get Gold Butte, obviously. And the Arrastra we're looking for is, according to this, is 0.6 miles east-northeast, so it's over here. And according to the signage, once again, it says the Arrastra is primitive, so you could take that, interpret that in many ways. So
let's go find it.
yeah, I think we need to head back this way a little bit, and it's somewhere out here. All right, we're gonna ride around just a little bit and see if we can locate. What are we looking for? An old corral?
Yeah.
And an old water tank?
Like an old rusted water tank.
Okay. All right, I think the road is taking an interesting turn. We're gonna have to do some walking at this point. You ready to walk the road a bit?
Yeah. I mean, if we don't find it, we're gonna find something cool. We'll find it eventually.
That's right, we sure will. So well, we think this road will take us there. We probably should have rode that other road, huh? Man, is this cold? It is cold out here, man. Woo! I didn't realize there were that many people living out here at the turn of the 20th century.
Did you say 2,000?
That's what the sign said. It said 2,000 people, and it was just a giant tent city. Everyone lived in canvas tents.
And I've lived in towns smaller than that.
Yeah, right? That's a pretty big population for out here. There's some old foundations up here. So I think we're on the right path. Huh. So we're leaving the road where we came from, the Gold Butte Townsite, and we're just kind of crossing over the desert here to Voigt Wells Road.
Yeah.
None of these things are marked sign-wise, name-wise. So we're just kind of referencing topos and pictures that we've pulled off, but we should run into the road. You can see some fencing right over here, and the Arrastra should actually probably be around that corner there. Just around the corner. Wow. Lots of agua. What is that? I see a roof over there. You see it? Hey, we found it. Well, not the Arrastra, but one of the that rusted water tank there is where we want to be. All right, there you have it. So this is the trailhead start, and we're gonna follow this out.
There.
We found it. Yes. That's it right in there. All right, well that was easy.
Yeah.
Here we go. Check that out. Phoenix, get out of there. So what happened is they would put a pole coming out of the center there, and then whatever they were grinding in here, and then another stone on top of the pole, and probably used a mule or a horse or whatever, and it'd go in a circular motion, and it just slowly grind everything down.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of old artifacts. Look at all the tin cans around this thing. There's all kinds of debris around here and coming out of it. But I'm not sure if anyone knows exactly who constructed this, but that's pretty cool, huh, Jen?
That's awesome.
Yeah. One final look at the Arrastra. Wow, I don't know, kind of amazes me.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do some backtracking and go find those petroglyphs. So if you're watching this and you know anything about that, please feel free to leave a comment, because I certainly would love hearing any information in regards to that, you know? That is just wild. And there's stuff everywhere. It's all scattered all over the place. Bed springs, stoves, all kinds of stuff just scattered through here. Pretty cool. All right, we found the car, Jen. Nice. Yeah, I know, man. It was freezing up here. What an awesome area, huh, Jen?
Heck yeah.
Man, it would take lifetimes to check out all the stuff out here. Anyway, we're gonna make our way back and go find some really cool rock art. So stick with us. This road's a little interesting, huh?
Yeah, I don't think a low clearance vehicle is going to be a good idea out here.
Nah, not on this one anyway. Well, we're almost to one area of Gold Butte that has a concentration of rock art. And one particular piece is really popular in this particular area, and it's known as the Falling Man glyph. So we're going to have a look at the Falling Man glyph, and there's lots more to look at. But we're running low on light, daylight that is, so we're gonna try and beeline it to Falling Man and then check around the area, and that's the idea, Jen, right?
That's right.
All right, well, we're almost there. Okay, we are here, and this whole area is just fantastic. You just got a bunch of rock formations all heading west or from whatever direction coming east you're at, and there is just rock art petroglyphs all through here, so really cool. You see this panel up here, Jen?
Yeah, that's way cool.
Yeah, it is way cool. So there's quite a bit on this rock. A lot of it's faded just throughout time. So one thing should be said, just if you're out here admiring this stuff, it's important not to touch it and to not carve on it or do anything like that. This is history right here. It's irreplaceable, so a little respect goes a long ways. The interesting thing about the panel right up here, if the camera's picking it up, is that some of the petroglyphs are more faded than the others. Like on the edge here, on the edge, some of those glyphs are a lot more vibrant, and what that means is the ones underneath them are older, and the newer ones, or the more vibrant ones, were carved at a later date. So that's, who knows how old it is, but a lot of them have weathered off. I mean, it's probably safe to say this whole rock was covered in them, and it just
I mean, you can see it
Yeah,
here, but
it all eroded off over time. Sandstone, that is, you know, so. But, yeah, really cool, man. There's a really interesting one right up here. Here we go. That's awesome. All right, the falling man glyph is right up here, and once you see the glyph and then you get the context of like this overhanging cliff right here, kind of
it explains itself.
perhaps, yeah. So you just gotta crawl up this right here and we'll be there. There's the glyph right here. There it is, the famous falling man petroglyph. What's even better is that we get to walk around here and then you pass through a portal to the other side.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there are some pretty cool glyphs just around the corner from Falling Man on the side here. Some concentric circles and things. It's not a bad view, is it, Jen?
No, it's a great time of day to come out here too.
You ready to go through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be reborn.
Exactly. There you go. Oh, well, she went through it.
She still look normal? She got a horn?
Yeah. I think she's normal. All right. Cool thing is that there's petroglyphs in the portal here. Come on through, the water's fine. Glyphs right here. Check that out.
Oh yeah? Are they portal glyphs?
They sure are. Woof! Man. All right, I feel like $1,000,000 now. There we are. Into the other world. Or maybe it's the other way out. Maybe it goes that way. I don't know. See, there's some glyphs right here. So, just outside the portal here are some pretty cool glyphs. Check that out. You see, those are pretty big. It's the size of my hand there. I'm not touching this, of course, but that's intense. Sometimes it's better if you back out a little bit, you get a better view of it all. And there's, of course, some here. And there's probably all over here, but this is all just eroded out. So there's a couple things to point out. In this section right here, this is kind of referred to as patina, this color. Let me get a little closer. First, right about there is the beginnings of a petroglyph. And they kind of pecked at it with a rock to make it. And the dots all around that are not actually petroglyphs. Those are actually bullet holes. So you can see them going up here. So someone sat probably on that ledge over there and took shots at the wall here. Yeah, it is beautiful for sure. Wintertime is better than summertime. Trust me on that. It gets cooking out here. But, you know, you play it right, you can have this place to yourself. So it's still remote and desolate enough for that.
That's right.
Well, there's a little introduction to Gold Butte. The Arrastra is just fantastic. It's just really a sense for your imagination, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Devil's Throat, and of course, the petroglyphs right up in this area. So there is a whole lot more to explore out here. And there's also Little Finland, which we've done some videos on, but not recently. That's another just fantastic place. But there you have it. Episode 2, Desolate Nevada, Gold Butte National Monument. Bitchin', man. Any final thoughts, Jen?
I don't know, man. I could spend days out here. We're gonna have to do another episode out here, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to do a moto camping trip out here as well. So stay tuned. Lots more content to come, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. Stay safe out there. We will see you next time. D-Rock out.
Jen out.
Phoenix out. Adios.